For my demonstrative speech today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a double 9 cheer jump. I've been a cheerleader for almost 8+ years. I started out an all-star cheer team in Benton, and then I moved on to middle school cheer team, and I've been on the high school varsity cheer squad for 4 years. So there's obviously a lot of things that go into cheerleading, jumps being one of them, tumbling, motions, execution, and dance. But this year, the main level of difficulty was based on jumps and tumbling because we weren't allowed to stunt. So with that being said, we had a lot of jump technique this year. So we did a lot of advanced jumps, double 9 being one of them, and a lot of simple jumps that everyone should know, which is a double toe, a front, a pike, a side hurdler, and a double toe, things like that. But before you do any type of physical activity, you should stretch, because most muscle strains and pulled muscles happen because you don't stretch your muscles good enough before doing any type of physical activity. So before I do my double 9 jump, I'm going to walk you through a few stretches we do at cheer practice. So they're pretty simple. We go down to our right leg for a 10 count, left leg for a 10 count, in the middle for a 10 count. And in between all of those, we reach up, make sure our back is all good and stretched out too. And then after that, we learned a cheer jump at our cheer camp 2 years ago. And it's called an overstretch. It's when you bring your right leg and your left arm through, and then you grab that right toe. And then you just stretch. You should feel it right here. And then you do the opposite leg and so on. So then when you do your overstretch towards the middle, you want to point your toes as far back to the wall as you can, and then you want to go as far down as you can. And we usually do those for about a 10 count each as well. So then you want to get into a pike position, and you want to hold your ankles for a 10 count, and then pull up on your toes for a 10 count as well. And then usually to relax our muscles after all of that, we sit into a butterfly position, and we really pull down our knees, make sure we're stretched good. And then after that, we get up, stretch our arms out, make sure that's ready, pop our backs if we need to. And then after that, we get into lines of 4, all of the cheerleaders do, and we do a little high kicks, get our legs ready for that rotation. We do little hip rotations, and then we move our legs like this. And then after that, we warm up some tumbling and a few jumps, and then we're ready to begin cheer practice. So, a double 9, that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. A double 9 is the most advanced cheer jump. It's scored on the highest level of difficulty. And honestly, in my opinion, it's the easiest jump that you can do. And we don't really know why it's scored on the highest level of difficulty, but it is. I think it's because of the motion placements during that jump. So you want to first get into a pike position, and then you want to bring your right leg up to your left leg, and then point your toe, always point your toe, and then you want to do the same with your arm. Bring your left arm out and your right arm into your elbow crevice. So then you're in like a double 9 position. Pretty self-explanatory. I'll show you this way. So it's like this, and this, in the air. And whenever you do any type of jump, you want to make sure your legs come to your arms, not your arms come to your legs, because then your chest is thrown over, and that doesn't look clean. And then you always want to land with your feet together. You don't want to see any blue mat in between your right shoes. You want to land with your feet together. And with that being said, I'm going to walk you through these steps to prep for a jump. So we changed from small varsity to co-ed division this past 2 years ago, and that changed our prep for jumps. Usually we did squat and then we punch out, but now for the cleanliness of a jump, we do clap here, no squatting, and then elbows together, and then you punch straight out. Your arms shouldn't be above your head or below your head. It should be right in the center. So then you sit and you swing and you bring your arms all the way around until you hit that position that I showed you earlier. So when you swing, you should be jumping, and your arms and your feet should automatically go to this position. And I think that's why it's scored on the highest difficulty, because most people can't get their arms to this position. It can be here, it can be way too far up. Their legs can't touch. But honestly, if you get to that position, everything's pretty easy after. So this is how you do a double 9. And then I'll show you from the side. 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's how you do a double 9.